Turned out, my noodles turned out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna make KHUA MEE, which is kind of like a Lao style pad thai, except where we're going for a sweet and slightly savory flavor balance. It's a great dish for just any night of the week or for special occasions, which I've seen made by the tray loads. First things first is that we need to have the noodles prepared. I'm just using fresh pho noodles, which I have soaked in cold water. I am going to remove the noodles from the water and then give it a quick flash boil, and then run it under cold water again to remove some of the starch from it so that it's easy for us to fry. And then the rest of the ingredients I will go over here. Oyster sauce, black soy sauce, sweet soy sauce, fish sauce, palm sugar, some water, and then we also have eggs, bean sprouts, garlic and shallots, green onions, cilantro, and a couple optional ingredients here are tomatoes and ground pork. Once your water is boiling, go ahead and give the noodles a flash boil and just swirl it around, lift it up, press some of the water out. And now what you want to do is just rinse this in cold water so that it's not too starchy, and then I'll meet you right back here. The next thing that we want to do is get the egg fried. So once your oil is hot, go ahead and add the egg. Doesn't have to be pretty because we're gonna cut it up anyways. Go ahead and move it to a cutting board. And now you just wanna slice up the egg, cut it in half. And then I like to just like turn it on top of the other half. And we'll just cut this into strips then. It's really hot. You can be smart and wait for it to cool down, but that was funny. I'm funny. The next thing that we're going to do is make the sauce for the noodles. I'm using palm sugar, but if you want to use regular sugar, you can go ahead and just use that. Black soy sauce, and your sweet soy sauce or thin soy sauce, the oyster sauce, and then the fish sauce. Go ahead and mix this all up. Get some oil into your pan and then go ahead and add the shallots and garlic. We don't want to burn this. All we want to do is just sweat it out for just a few seconds. Next, you want to add your tomatoes. And at this point, I like to turn down the heat. Let the tomatoes cook completely through. And this is something that I actually picked up from Tip at Cook and Sock. He made this for a barbecue when we were in West Hollywood over the summer, and it was amazing. You guys should totally check out his beef jerky. And add the sauce and then let that come to a gentle simmer. Once this comes to a gentle simmer, go ahead and add the meat. And this is optional. You don't need to add meat, but for me, no meat, no eat. So once your meat is cooked through, we are now going to start frying the noodles. For this process, you do have to work fairly quickly because the noodles are going to soak up the sauce. You have to work against that so that it doesn't dry up. And then we're going to add water. And go ahead and add a little bit of water at a time. And then I like to use chopsticks in here. This was a tip that came to me from Instagram, but it just helps keep the noodles separated. Quickly work that sauce right into the noodles. Once it's all evenly coated, go ahead and turn off the heat. We're gonna add the bean sprouts, and I don't like my bean sprouts too raw in here, so I do like the heat from the noodles to kind of soften them up a little bit. Next thing we're going to top this with are the green onions, the cilantro, and just give that a quick toss. Top it off with our eggs. And you don't need to mix this into the dish. Usually when this is served, the eggs are sprinkled right on top along with some peanuts, and you can serve it with sriracha or whatever spicy sauce that you have to put right over the top. If you guys do remake this dish, please tag me on Facebook or Instagram at houseofxtia. Love seeing your recipe remakes. I'm just gonna eat straight from the pan because it's just me and Billy today, my cameraman. Thanks, Billy.